All right.
All right, let's make this an extra quick episode.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I just don't want to talk about this fucking show.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, also fair, but at least this was like a decent episode, at least.
Was it?
Fascinating.
It was
See,
more
now we have to talk about it for a while.
To put it a different way.
This is the world of Picard, you know.
Let me do the intro here.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to... Oh, wait, no, shut up.
You're not doing a French accent. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on. Here we
Do
go.
it right. Do it right.
Start over. Do over.
You start the podcast from a very young age.
Hello. Hello and welcome to A Star to Steer By. I am your host, Pepe Le Jake. And joining me are...
Jake, if that's your French accent, you sound Transylvanian, mate. This is Chris.
I am very French. What are you talking about?
That's better. This is Chris.
This is traditional French accent.
This is Spacer Ames. 2 umbrellas.
Duh.
This is Caitlin.
This is Carl.
Hello, Carl.
Oh, oui, Carl. Welcome.
Hello.
A good French name,
I can smell you guys'
Carl.
fear, you know.
Yeah, but can you smell who I fucked last? Hey.
Always.
Oh, boy.
So,
All right, I'm going to switch back to my normal accent. Hang on. Oi, governor. Welcome to Stardust City Boy.
So what's great is right before we started this, I read an article where allegedly, I don't know how true this is, some guy had a fart so nasty at a screening of No Way Home or the new Spider-Man that they actually evacuated the cinema.
Oh,
so,
I thought you were going to say that they thought...
this?
Because of smelling fear.
I thought you were going to say that they
afraid?
thought that Donald Trump was on the premises.
Yeah.
So he evacuated himself, and they evacuated the theater. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm
Speaking of
about
shit.
to evacuate myself all over this episode.
Please do.
Whoa.
We are talking, of course, about Star Trek The Picard episode, season 1, mid-episode 5, 6? I don't know. 5.
Too many.
The Stardust City Rag. Hey. I don't know, sounds gangstery.
Sounds newsy-ish.
Yeah, a little bit. So anyway, we are picking up where we left off. We have finally, halfway through our season, started our adventure. And we are finally going to go see the elusive Bruce Maddox, that bitch. But before then, we have to see a fucking horrible murder scene from our old friend Icheb.
No, Icheb.
For no reason.
Why couldn't it have been the horrible twins?
Because they dropped them off in the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah. So we see our old friend Icheb, played by a different actor, get his eye ripped out. And then 7 of 9 shows up, does a big murder on everybody, and then has a big tearful, sorry
Murder.
you died.
Mercy kill.
Yeah.
Mercy kill.
And then she finishes the job, as you do. And then we meet our boy Bruce Maddox, who is apparently working for some kind of mafia lady that looks a little too much like Deanna Troi to have been cast in this.
I thought that too.
Everyone says so.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, interesting choice on the actor because she does look a lot like a younger.
And they style her that way
Stewardess.
too. They style her very season 1 Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is not Troy, nor is it a descendant of Troy, as far as we know.
But I am willing to bet that she can sense nothing.
Yeah. And we basically are told that Bruce Maddox was working for her or something.
You got a loan from her.
She'd been protecting him from his from the Tal Shiar, and now the Tal Shiar are after him, and she's like, haha, well, you're no longer useful, and I'm gonna sell you to the Tal Shiar to pay off your debt. He's like, fuck. And then our crew on board the La Serena, we show up, and we're like, okay, well, we gotta go get Bruce Maddox, and they're like, well, one problem with that, actually, I don't know why they thought they had to do this, but they decided they needed to play dress up.
Except Elnor.
except Elnor, and not just dress up, but we're also going to put on funny voices. So that's what we did. Picard got to play a kooky French art dealer with an eye patch for some reason. Rios got to be a pimp. Elnor got to be a clueless dork. And 7 of 9 just got to be a 7 of 9.
A shadow of her former self.
It's 7 of 9 with a bag on her head.
Yes, 7 of 9 got to be Han Solo.
Yeah.
Or Chewie, or a combination therein, because Chewie is the prisoner in that scenario.
Whoever it was, she had a bag on her head for no reason.
Yeah.
So we go down, we're talking to these mafiosos in their club, and we're going to pretend that we're going to do a trade to trade 7 of 9, who not Deanna Troi really wants for some... because not Deanna Troi is like some kind of Borg parts dealer. So she likes and like 7 of 9's got all the best OG Borg parts. So we're going to dissect her and sell her to the highest bidder. But 7 of 9's like, oh, you killed my friend Icheb, so fuck you. We're gonna kill you. Anyway, we try to do this trade, but the whole thing falls apart because even though they had this plan meticulously worked out, 7 of 9 just decided to call an audible and like threaten to kill the lady, totally jeopardizing the entire plan.
Good for her.
And then everyone immediately drops their goofy character. And it's like, oh, okay, well, we went through all this effort for nothing, but all right. And then somehow we managed to escape anyway? Not really clear, but we did. We managed to beam everybody out safely. And yeah, everyone's fine. Oh, except Bruce Maddox, who had been beaten pretty badly, and something was wrong with him, and they... Instead of calling the emergency medical hologram, they let Girlface... Agnes treat him. And, of course, we found out that she and him had some kind of thing going on, and they ate cookies together. And then he ate her cookie, if you know what I mean.
I don't. Could you explain?
He cunnilingus.
Chocolate chip.
Oh, cunnilingus. Her chocolate chip. Gotcha.
You betcha. But then she just murders him.
For some reason. Agnes, why?
Yeah. She murders him.
Fuck?
She turns off the doc because the doc shows up and is like, hey, why didn't you call me? And she's like, because I was planning to do a murder, asshole.
Shouldn't he remember this happened?
You're ruining it.
We'll find out next week if he remembers this happened.
So she does do a murder on the Bruce Maddox, evidently because Admiral O told her to. Oh. That's the implication. Oh, and then 7 of 9 goes back to the bar and kills literally everybody. Just goes on a massive murderous rampage. Not just like overkills, turns people into mists of blood with her rage. So that was cool. And and Raffi tries to connect with her estranged son, has a very cringy meeting with his new wife, and then leaves. And I guess Raffi's just given up on that whole thing. That's about it.
She tried, she failed.
This episode sucked.
Yeah, this is the lowest rated episode of the season.
Which is saying a lot.
Is it really?
It is.
I feel like at least something happened this week.
Yeah,
but none of it was good.
Well, yeah, sure, but none of this has been good. So,
would you rather nothing happened or bad shit?
If my options are nothing happens or only bullshit happens, I will take the option where something happens, I think.
This was a pile of hyper trash.
Whoa.
I mean, it's fucking Rios is a squirrel nut zipper for some reason. And we're supposed to care, it's not even tonal whiplash. I didn't even feel whiplashed. The tone was just so inconsistent, I felt fucking nothing. In the middle of wacky shenanigans, there's Raffi trying to reconnect with her son, but we opened with gruesome fuck-off murder. 7's pit, it couldn't pick a lane. It was in all of them at once because it hit warp 10, and it turned into a shit lizard.
It got better.
Agree.
See, I was waiting for Carl to jump in and offer a defense of this episode, as you often do.
You know, it's a weird... I was thinking about my legacy on your show. Because I specifically used to be the guy you called in for bad episodes. You called me in for Profit and Lace. You called me in for Threshold. And then somewhere, I don't know what happened, but somehow I became the guy for like improbably positive takes on things.
I think you're just good at finding the silver linings.
I guess. Then this will be a return to form for me though, because I just, the thing is, nothing about this couldn't work, but it starts sort of promising, and then to me it like evaporates into a haze of confusion. And I think this is a problem that this Picard series never gets over myself, because I just feel like the tone is sort of all over the place.
It's absolutely all over the place
throughout the series.
Yeah,
and I should say, when I revisited this episode, when you covered it, I discovered that I actually quite liked episode 1. I liked it more than I expected. And I like a lot of stuff in it. Like, I like that Picard is having dreams about Data on a regular basis.
Ditto.
I think that's kind of
I'm
touching.
also having dreams about Data on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Where's my
join
show?
the millions who have dreams about Data. And I like that he's this sort of ex-president Jimmy Carter figure who like serves as a moral...
I like that.
Like he serves as like a moral thorn to these xenophobes who are running Starfleet these days. But so then I just have so many questions, but I guess...
Don't we all?
Yeah. I guess you guys brought up the scene. So like the heist, basically. So like Raffi dresses them up, but like not all of them. Not Elnor.
Yeah, why did they give up on Elnor just because they want to make the joke that Elnor's a fish out of water anyway?
I think so.
I guess.
That's stupid.
Well, I assumed it was just because he's like, apparently his absolute candor means he's like never heard of acting.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that? You can have absolute candor, but not be a fucking Thermian.
I was gonna say he's just a Thermian. He does not understand what actors are. They're just liars.
Which, like, you don't get the impression that that's the fuck. What are the Bene Gesserit Romulans called again?
The Javash? The Quatmalat.
The Quatmalat.
Yeah.
Like, they seem to know what, deceit is. They just don't track in it. So, like, I don't know.
And it could be... I feel like Elnor has a good first episode and then is never used successfully at any other point.
Nope.
Yeah, no, they have no idea what to do with him.
Not a sausage.
Yeah. I mean, what they're doing is kind of similar to like in Guardians of the Galaxy with Drax. Like he's like scary, but he's funny. But this just isn't.
This
funny
isn't
to
funny.
Me, and
No,
it's
I agree.
confusing.
Yeah,
and
it's
if
one
he really
joke, too.
can't lie, that bad, he should not be anywhere near this mission. He has to stay on the ship.
Yeah.
And in fact, he's not even really, I don't know where he is during the scene. He's kind of, there's a point where he like lumbers in from the distance.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like watching from the, I don't know.
So presumably they brought him down there because he's, our excellent swordsman who can get us out of a problem with swords if necessary.
Right.
But did they bring the sword?
I don't think they allowed swords in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's the other thing I was wondering, because they're able to pretty easily transport in and out of this place. Like
they have that special chip.
They have the enhancer.
It's nacho cheese.
Why didn't they just like sneak in? Like why do they have to make a big show of it? Why don't they just bring the transport enhancer with them and then beam in a bunch of weapons or something?
Right.
Huh.
Well, keep in mind though, Agnes Girardi is running the transporter and she doesn't know how it works.
Which, by the way, you've got a ship full of technical holograms.
Have one of them do it.
One of them surely knows. Yeah, like one of them surely knows how.
Yeah, activate the emergency O'Brien hologram. And
yeah, I was getting frustrated with Agnes, but I did hear another podcast I was listening to actually give some a good reason, and the reason is not that Agnes doesn't know what she's doing and is concerned about operating the transporter. It's that she knows Bruce Maddox is going to come on aboard, and she needs to make sure that she gets enough alone time with him to murder him.
Yeah,
that's a good
she's got
point.
something else on her mind that she's trying to work out.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, she's just so fucking annoying that
she's so annoying.
She out Tilly's. She out Tilly's
Tilly. If you want to murder somebody, being the transporter operator is like the perfect place to do a murder, because you're just like, I lost his signal.
turn him inside out and he explodes.
Yeah, and then she doesn't even have to have, like, the conflict of having to physically murder him, like, watch him die in front of her. Just beam him away.
That was just a bonus.
I feel like there's a moment in the sickbay where she makes a funny expression. And in that expression, I think it is assumed that she is taken over by an alien presence who compels her to kill.
Oh.
We'll find out in the coming weeks what's going on with Agnes, because I don't want to spoil. And also, I don't entirely remember how a lot of it goes.
I don't remember at all. I'm just grasping at straws here.
Well, the last thing we saw was her, like, before she left on the mission, when she was still on Earth, she's visited by Commodore O
wearing sunglasses,
bitchin' sunglasses, and I think it's implied that Commodore O tells Agnes some dirty secret about Bruce Maddox.
I presume all those cartoons where someone hypnotizes someone and their eyes turn into the spirals.
Yeah,
that's why she was wearing the sunglasses, so that when she takes them off, she got the spirally eyes, and she hypnotizes Agnes.
But yeah, Carl, I think the alien compulsion is the shit writing.
Right. Do you guys think the script was written by AI?
Did they have AI?
Have that feeling.
This was like 5+ years ago, right?
It just has that feeling where, like, every so often they say, like, just the wrong word. Like, I one thing I wrote down, Rios is describing the Tal Shiar, and he doesn't like them, and he goes, the Tal Shiar, the treacherous, violent, ruthless, and subtle. And I'm like, subtle? One of these words is not like the other.
It's true.
Does Gen Z use subtle to mean, like, treacherous? Is it Gen Z slang that I don't know?
Yeah, the Tal Shiar is low key, very violent.
Yeah, they're chilly
super sus.
Violent. Yeah, yeah.
And we let's just kill off 2 legacy characters just cause.
This I'm angry about. This is not the only time Star Trek Picard pulls this move. You might call it the Star Trek Picard maneuver.
Yes.
But there is another character from Next Gen who is introduced and then basically fridged like 5 minutes later for the minor detail of a plot, the sake of a plot.
Yeah,
I can't stand it.
Oh, I've got some anger built up for that. Believe me.
It happens 2 times in this episode. It happens with Icheb and it happens with Maddox.
Yeah. Now, admittedly, I cared more about Icheb than Maddox, but still.
Oh yeah.
And like the Icheb murder was like needlessly grotesque.
Oh, it's torture porn.
Yeah,
and,
like
very horror. Yeah.
Like, for all the we can because it's streaming bullshit, streaming Trek pulls, this I think is the most needless and egregious.
It needs to have an effect on Seven, though. It needs to be so bad that even Seven, someone who's seen it all, will be forever changed.
We don't need to see it, though. We can know she saw it, you know?
Yeah. Or just like, yeah, exactly. So Icheb's mutilation and death are Seven's motivations for wanting to kill. What's her name?
It's in the vocab.
Vajazzle?
Bajazel, I think.
Sure. That's her motivation because Bajazel is evidently a dealer of Borg parts.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say total bitch.
Well, that too.
She can be 2 things.
But smoking dress, though.
Yeah.
Those shoulder whatevers, those are something.
You know, she was smoking for sure.
But like, I don't know. We learn a little bit more about the Fenris Rangers, I think, right? We learn that they're
from Fenris.
They're from a place called Fenris. I thought Fenris was like an adjective, but no, it's a place.
I had assumed it was like their founder. I forgot it was actually just the planet they're based off of. Like Jim Fenris.
So yeah, they're the
space.
Fenris Rangers, and they're basically vigilantes that have filled some power vacuum created by the Federation's retreat, I guess?
I guess. That and the collapse of the Romulan neutral zone, I guess. The politics are very vague in this season.
Yeah, and they also have no idea how... There is absolutely no consistency in how big the Romulan Empire is.
Yeah, because they're like really big and scary empire, but also they're completely... You know, it's a diaspora, and they're completely neutered.
Yeah.
Well, I believe they collapsed after the fall of Romulus, and now there's like a ton of tiny Romulan things around. The largest of which is the Romulan Free State. I got that.
Yeah, but
it's still confusing.
Yeah, it's very inconsistent as to, like, how much of a threat anyone considers any of these factions to be from episode to episode.
Yeah.
Which, like, if this is a major part of your plot, maybe you should have had that better thought out.
And is Free Cloud, that's the planet we're on this week, that's like a lawless, wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Scum and villainy. Yep.
Yeah.
With a quarks.
Yeah.
That irritated me, the member berries, when they showed us.
Just throw Quark in there, yeah.
Yeah, it's Quark and Mott. So, like, two in one establishing shot of the planet, we see Mott's hair emporium and Quark's bar. And it's just like, really?
I did like the line, the slogan they had on Quark's bar, which was, "What is yours is ours." That seemed very Quark to me. That was possibly the best line in the show.
Yeah, but I just don't see Quark being like
a franchisee.
Yeah,
no.
like I think that he's like the
I was
joke
say, you
about
probably make a
Quark
lot of
is
money
that he's
that way.
actually not very good at being a Ferengi.
No,
like,
but
he
you know what he
wants
is?
to be good, but he sucks at like he's just too good of a person to make a good Ferengi.
But you know what he is now? The
Related to
brother
the
of the
Nagus?
Grand Nagus.
Yep.
Right.
That's going to open some doors.
Oh, man.
See, here's going to be my headcanon then, that Quark somehow in like a game of Dabo lost the franchise rights to Quark's
He
bar
lost
to like,
his own name.
to Brunt, and like this entire like Quark's bar empire is owned by Brunt.
He doesn't see a single strip of latinum from it.
Yep,
That's a
that
good
makes sense to
headcanon.
me.
That's
brutal.
Honestly, I have a new goal in life, and that is to get a job with these scum bastards at Paramount just to make that Star Trek canon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that would be Quark. Like,
Just write write a comic
he would
book
lose
about
the
that.
bar, but he'd lose the naming rights to the bar, and then somebody would make millions off of it.
Yeah.
That'd be a good short trek. That's why fucking short treks have to come back.
He can't even say his own name because every time he does, he has to send money to Brunt.
But like Mott's barbershop irritates me a little bit because like Mott was just the guy that cut hair on the Enterprise.
It might be a thing where like Quark worked out like a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell deal with Mott. Maybe in some places like Free Cloud where it's a little more risky. You want to share the risk.
Yeah. Okay. I'll buy it.
And you've got a
your
lot
Baskin
of
Robbins and your Dunkin'
to,
Donuts
cut around. Yeah. It would not be an exaggeration to say that the pimp hat killed Star Trek Picard season 1 for me.
Which is unfortunate because he looks so goddamn good in it.
Yeah. I think he looks good until you add the pimp hat. I think he looks really good and suave and a sophisticated guy. And then Raffi puts the pimp hat on Rios and like he immediately looks worse to me.
And it looks cheap. It looks like something they got at Party fucking City.
She got it from Garment District. I don't know.
No, a Garment District would look better because it would at least be an actual vintage zoot suit hat.
Oh, it probably would.
Oh, and I know I talked about last week people complaining about Seven's makeup, and yeah, her eyepiece looks like it's made of cheap rubber.
Well, Chris, it is made of cheap rubber.
Yeah, like it does not. The one on Voyager looked more convincingly made of metal. Like they really what did you spend all this money on?
Voyager also wasn't in HD, so.
But that's the thing. Once you're in HD, you need to up your game so that the metal looks like metal in H-fucking-D. When she's holding Icheb, you can see one of her fucking finger things disconnecting from her skin.
Whoops.
Yeah. I got thoughts on 7.
Go for it.
How many thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like this will become a common complaint from me as we go through this show, but I just think they totally got the characterization of 7 of 9 wrong with this show. That either like the writing or Jerry Ryan's performance, and now I don't want to shit on Jerry Ryan because I love Jerry Ryan. I think she's great. I think she was phenomenal throughout Voyager, but the character that she's performing does not read as 7 of 9 to me. It just reads as like
this vigilante bitch.
Yeah, angry lady, and she's got a chip on her shoulder, which is fine, but like just like the mannerisms, and I get it. We're 20 however many years later, so you would expect some character development to have happened off screen, but I feel like if they're trying to say that this is the same character from Voyager, they should have left some of those like quirks of her mannerisms in place. You know, she was always a little bit, you know, robotic in a way, and she said things in a particular way. She would like the absolute candor thing would like she'd have loved that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Her and Elnor could have been.
This just feels like a normal lady with shit on her face.
Well, especially because they have her have a conversation with Picard about like, do you ever feel like you got your humanity back? You know, the fact that like she just sounds like normal people. It's just kind of like, eh.
Yeah. I think that's the big misstep of this episode is that first up until now, I don't think we even knew that Picard and Seven knew each other.
Yeah.
But of course, when I think about it, I always forget quite how the Borg works. But like, she would know. She wasn't in Wolf 359. She wasn't in the Battle of Sector 001. But she would have those memories, right?
Yeah, she
like
knows
who Locutus is.
But also,
so this is
this is very tangentially related. But like, and this is really that kind of like that whole conversation. Like you said, yeah, it's interesting. It's like, oh, she just sounds like a human. But also, like, from her perspective, you got Picard, who, don't get me wrong, yeah, he went through trauma. It sucked. I get it. But she was assimilated as a child and in the collective for, like, well over a decade. This is like somebody with a chronic illness being told by someone who once had a really bad case of the flu that they can relate to them.
Well, I think this is the interesting territory that this episode just plain skips over, because I'm not sure it's right to call Picard an ex-Borg.
No, not like her. That's for shit sure.
Perhaps after all that's gone on, I also always forget that Janeway canonically killed like 95% of all Borg at the end of Voyager. So they're in a very different position now. There's like, well, the diaspora stuff is interesting to me. And it's kind of the stuff that I Seven would have a lot to say about that herself. And Locutus of Borg, who she knew but kind of didn't know. And like Picard, who's like she knows but kind of doesn't know. Like they would have some interesting conversations. Yeah. Of which we see zero in this episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they had written this, do you remember Relics when Scotty comes in and like Scotty and LaForge spend time with each other? Yeah. And it's great. And there's just none of that here, and it would have made everything mean more, I think. Well, but they jumped into this weird puzzle box combination J.J. Abrams action scene instead, and it just is a disservice to the character, I think. Yeah. All the characters. Yeah. Including the new one. It's a disservice to literally everybody.
Yeah, it's a disservice to fucking Raffi and Rios are having this chat about, did you know that Picard used to be a Borg? Did you know Seven used to be a Borg? How about that? Hey, audience, did all y'all remember that these two used to be Borgs?
Yeah,
it's the most awkward fucking scene. I swear there was one in Deep Space Nine like it with like Trill shit perhaps, where it's like Kira and Julian talking about Trill shit so that the audience can know Trill shit.
Yeah, but man,
and I wouldn't mind, but it's just such. I wouldn't even mind that kind of convention, except it's just so generic. Like Picard's an ex-Borg. I mean, I guess technically, it's
what do you guys feel about it? How does this impact you?
Yeah, there's a way to do it where it's not fucking ham-fisted. You know?
Yeah. What are their beliefs? What do you guys think about this? Is a better way to put it.
There is a very interesting thing that just the fact that it's implied here that Picard and Seven have known each other for some time. She certainly seems familiar with him. Yeah. That I don't know. I think it's way more interesting if they're meeting for the first time, and like maybe she recognizes him as Locutus or something. Like
maybe he calls him that at first by accident.
Yeah, because it makes the universe so much smaller that these two characters who have no real reason to know each other seemingly do.
Would we then be having the alternate conversation of how is it that in 20 years they never met? These two people, the only people who were ex-Borgs, and they never met?
I think they would have met. I think at some point Picard would have found out about Seven and made an appointment to hang out with her the way he does.
Yeah, I think literally when they get home from Delta Quadrant, he'd be right there.
But she ditches Starfleet and goes to work for these Rangers.
They do sort of obliquely mention that she was involved with the rescue like the Romulan airlift or whatever. So
okay.
Yeah, there's like 15 years in between Voyager's return and this.
Yeah.
Like there would have been time.
But yeah,
But how long was she involved in Starfleet before setting off on her own thing?
We don't even know that she was necessarily in Starfleet. She just said she was helping with the airlift, so who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think to your point, Jake, it's like, it's not that we wouldn't have expected there to be character development off screen, but too much happened off screen. And it's again, this delicate balance of what we would expect in reality versus the expectations of television. Where it's like, yeah, after all these years and all the bullshit she's been through, yeah, maybe she would be a very different person. But because this is television, you scale that back a little and you keep something there.
You keep something recognizable of the character. Like, there's no, like, why would you use a character in a show?
Because Jerry Ryan is fantastic.
Well, right. Well, yeah, but like, exactly.
Yes.
Like, if you want to bring back Seven of Nine, you want to do something interesting with Seven of Nine, then do that. Bring back Seven of Nine. Don't bring back a character and call them Seven of Nine that doesn't really bear any on-screen resemblance.
See, I'm a little more willing to like suspend the disbelief that this is the same character because I find this character very interesting. So it's like I don't mind like having to picture in my mind how like what the journey from there to here was because I kind of like seeing this badass leather jacket wearing gun in each hand shooting up a brothel kind of person.
To be fair, it has been a long road getting from there to here.
God damn it. God damn you.
I will say to quote us, and I don't know if we said it in the episode, but we said it at the time. I remember we had I remember saying at the time, like, it was hard to see a through line from 7 of 9 to this 7 of 9, like the Voyager 7 of 9 to this 7 of 9. But we could see a through line from Unimatrix 0 7 of 9 to this 7 of 9.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I remember at the time, again, I don't know if it was actually in the Unimatrix 0 episode, or if we said it off air, but we did say something like, you know what? I see that version of her going through the trauma she went through, becoming the character we see in Picard.
Yeah, I don't think it's impossible that she becomes this.
No,
I just think they haven't.
It's just a lot.
And I don't think they would have to do much to sell it.
No.
Like, because like this is a show about like people angrily resigning from Starfleet, you know?
Yes.
Like everybody's doing it.
And getting fired from Starfleet.
Yeah.
And it's the thing that's it almost feels like they're trying to be Star Wars.
Oh God,
it's like she's like, well, might as well be a bounty hunter. That's, you know, in Star Wars, like there's only like 2 jobs, and one of them is bounty hunter, and the other one is
moisture farmer.
There's 4 jobs: Imperial, Rebel, bounty hunter, smuggler.
Right. That's it. Yeah. There's a smuggler-based planets full of smuggler-based economies.
Corellia.
But yeah. But I think
Porg chef.
Yeah. But I think part of it is I don't. Every time they say Fenris Rangers, it just sounds like they want to imply Texas Rangers, but not say Texas. Like it's less than. It could be almost anything else and exactly the same character, I think, and it would work. It would work better for me.
Yeah,
because it's not. I mean, it's not really vigilantism if there's no established law and order,
which is
right?
literally
like,
what she says. When Picard
isn't she kind of right about that?
Yeah,
like,
she even says, like, what law? And he's like, fuck, I can't speech my way out of this one.
Here's my big thesis question for this episode. What are they trying to say about vigilantism in this episode? Because
it's cool, but also bad.
It's cool and bad, and Picard will judge you for it, but we're also judging Picard for lots of things. Like, I can't tell what kind of what we're supposed to walk away from this thinking. Like, are we supposed to think Seven did what was right?
I mean, this is all very grimdark, Zack Snyder-esque. We're going to do the stuff that Star Trek never does. Body horror.
Mist.
Death.
Red mist, death.
I will say, I do kind of like the design of Free Cloud. Like, that's kind of it's kind of Star Warsian again. Like, it's almost... Like, I almost expected, like, Han Solo would have been shot
I'm
there.
expecting whatever this new Apple TV Neuromancer show is going to look like this. With the ads, with the fucking pop-up ads that are worse than any pop-up ad you've gotten on your computer before. Because they try to punch you.
That scene was genius. I loved that one scene.
It was fun until they got to Agnes again.
It was fun until Elnor didn't get one, brought up that he didn't get one, and then we're left wondering what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they can't read it. Do you know what? I loved Picard's reaction to the one for his, because it's like a woman going like, "Yeah, come on to high tea," and she's like smiling bashfully and waving, and he looks like a older gentleman in like a game show audience who's being asked like a question.
Yeah, he very much had the look on his face like, maybe if there's time after the heist.
I think he's like, advertising? I think I've heard of advertising. I'm on Earth.
Yeah.
What heist is worse, this one or the one from Section 31?
Oh, man.
I never saw Section 31 yet.
Oh, my God. It's the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oh, I really wish we had Carl on for that movie now. Can we redo it?
Someday I'm going to drink 13 beers and watch
31 beers.
31 beers.
Yeah. Carl, I know you're from the Midwest, but that might kill you.
Yeah, I'll try. You know, I think we gave up the Section 31 TV series in order to get Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I think that was a good cultural bargain. I think that
fair enough.
That was how it should have been. But they just refused to let Section 31 go. It's like...
It's ridiculous.
I don't know.
And Ames, that is a deeply unfair question that I do not have an answer for.
I'm full of them today.
Well, I think it's this one, because this one involved all these fucking stupid accents.
They did the same weird editing kind of shit.
Well, that's because it's a heist. You know, you got to do that. That's like heist scene 101.
If nothing else, we had one positive thing to say about the Section 31 heist, which was the phasing through matter fight. I have nothing positive to say about this heist.
Oh yeah, that fight was cool.
It took me all day today to figure out what facers are, because that's what Rios is supposed to be playing as. And it's supposed to be that he's an interfacer. He's someone who interfaces between people in the selling market.
I'm sorry, what did they get rid of the word? Is the word liaison not a thing in the future?
Yeah, apparently it's gone. Yep. Yeah, I guess they lost it, because remember, no one speaks French anymore, and I think liaison's probably from the French.
That's what it is, for sure.
They've said liaison though.
They have.
At least on next gen.
It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wanted to sound cool.
I've heard face. I've heard the term face meaning like the person who introduces you to someone else.
Oh, yeah. I've never heard that.
So I think facer is like
the spacey
the
version.
Dialogue in this show sounds like ripped off Firefly dialogue to me, but.
Yeah, see, I have a Facer Rios on Star Trek Timelines, and I assumed Facer was the name of a gang or something.
Yeah, no, they're like your middleman, basically.
That makes more sense.
And now Raffi claims that being a facer, you'd want to dress flamboyant, but I would think you'd want to dress invisible. I'd think you would want, the guy you're introducing to be the flamboyant one. You don't want to be.
I can.
You're just a business person.
I can kind of see the logic there of it's the person you're representing wants to go unnoticed as possible, which is why
you want to be
hired.
Recognizable.
So
you draw the fire.
Yeah, you're the one that draws attention. It's like, shit, who's he with? And you go, fuck. Of course, then they kind of fucked that up by having Picard in an eye patch and a stupid accent.
That was elder abuse.
The eye patch.
Also,
I'm sorry. I still remember the first time seeing that, and just my eyes just grow, and I'm like, what are they doing to Patrick Stewart?
Also, I know we kind of goofed on in the first episode about how somehow that secretary at Starfleet didn't recognize him. This woman is clearly some sort of information broker person.
Borg expert.
She doesn't recognize one of the most famous people of the past 4 decades.
No. Don't you understand, Chris? He had an eye patch. It's like Clark Kent.
Of all the things that they couldn't have even slapped a fake beard on him.
Yeah, no.
He had a scar. No. The scar was cool.
It's I mean, I just get more confused the more I think about it. Is the joke? What is the joke supposed to be? Is the joke that Picard's like a ham and Raffi is just letting him, go to it? Is the joke that this is like?
Is it something
this is like
Patrick Stewart insisted they let him do?
Probably.
Yeah. Is it like? I mean, I guess if he was in theater, you could see him playing this character as like, don't go down to the boat at night. Kind of thing.
He should have been a pirate. That would have been a much better accent to do.
He was basically a pirate, I think.
But he was a French pirate, which is funny to me that this famously French character who doesn't speak with anything resembling a French accent suddenly speaks with the world's worst French accent for this.
Right now they bring in the French accent.
He should have whipped out an Alan Rickman in Die Hard American accent. Oh, I'm here to sell you this Borg. Oh my God.
Jimmy Stewart?
Oh, jeez, Vajazzle.
Gosh. He's just done with it and be Don Knotts. Like, like Borg, they have all the demons in them. Oh, I don't like this very much at all.
Oh, now I am so sad we never got Don Knotts in TOS. Nope, I need a minute. That's fucking...
Christ. Just mute yourself and leave the room.
Oh God. But it's like this is what this episode has driven us to.
Yeah.
What was Picard thinking when he said, "You know what costume I'm going to be? I'm going to be an art dealer with a French accent."
Why did La Serena
sounds
have
kind of
these
Belgian.
costumes?
How they replicated them.
Yeah, I mean, I would buy Raffi as like a community theater person.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe she just has him lying around.
That's what she does in the desert, aside from drugs. Community theater.
Yeah. I guess I should say I do think Raffi is one of the better new characters, or at least one of the most interesting new characters.
I don't know. There's nothing to her yet, I don't think.
Well, there seems to be something to her just off the side, because it's, we've had a lot of characters, we've had like Brianna Torres and Ro Laren, like tough background, but they've put themselves together, and we've never had someone quite as scary as Raffi. Does that make sense?
I think so.
I'm gonna say no.
Scary?
Well, from this very on the nose written scene with her son,
Oh God.
she must have been an alcoholic and
among other things,
abusive or at least neglectful.
I think more neglectful.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've ever had that before. I don't know if we've ever had, like, I took a lot of trauma and I fought with addiction, and as a result, like, I damaged my child. Like, I don't know if we've had that in Star Trek.
I mean, we've had daddy issues.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's got daddy issues on Star Trek. I mean, this might be our first mommy issue, but
which is kind of what I like about Raffi. I'm not entirely sure that I kind of don't understand in a way why these characters are all on the same show.
Yeah,
I do kind of like them all.
That's a good way of putting it. Like they're all interesting characters. I just don't think they're kind of fitting into this crew.
Yeah, and they fit better in season 2, I think. But this is just chaos,
Like the thing too is like I like you said, I think Carl, you've got a point that there's the idea of Raffi is interesting, but the problem is I haven't gotten to know her well enough or spent enough time with her to, I think, fully appreciate the scene with the son.
Yeah,
because it's like
I'm on the
simultaneously.
son's side of that scene. Like, get away from him.
I think.
Yeah.
And showing up at what appeared to be like a fertility meeting with your son, estranged son and his wife, that's a dick move.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty messed up.
That's a bad moment to do that.
He should have fucking just called for the cops and left.
I will say credit to whoever that is playing the wife, because she definitely does a really good job in her very brief scene of just looking like, oh, this is the mother I have heard all these bad things about, but I don't know what's happening, so I'm just going to be very polite and hope this is over soon.
The Vulcan way.
Well,
She's
She's a
Romulan.
I thought she was Romulan because she was all
Romulan?
smiley.
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
she
that
was-
and the
Even more Romulan way.
and did anybody else happen to notice that they like the actress that they hired for that and the hairdresser or wig stylist that they got, like those, her head was a perfect circle.
I did not notice. No.
Oh yeah, go back and watch just that scene and notice like her hair is perfectly round.
Wow.
And like if you were to place her in a silhouette against like a light background and you didn't see her face, you would be like, that's a lollipop.
That is true. You're right about that, and it's oddly comforting. in that weird scene that's like just 10 seconds of 60 seconds of just like bile.
Well, who doesn't want a lollipop?
Yeah.
Fair. But yeah.
Yeah, just more showing that Raffi, everyone on, like, every single crew member here is utterly broken.
Yeah.
In their own unique and horrifying ways. And we're going to learn more and more about them. So we have Raffi, who prefers conspiracy theories to her own child.
Right.
We have
the thing
Agnes.
about Raffi too is that like Raffi is evidently some kind of drug and or alcohol addict, but we don't really like. We're told that she's like this ultra competent Starfleet officer who's like had a downfall, but we don't really see it, and then it's only told to us through this
She finds Maddox
interaction
super
with her
quickly.
son. Oh yeah, no, I know she is competent. What I'm missing is why is she so broken? Like what broke her?
That's the problem.
You know?
It's the same thing with Seven. So much of it happened off screen.
Well,
And
but
we
it's
just
not.
get
Is it
info
really?
dumps.
Is it really that much of a mystery? Like, wouldn't you assume that like getting shit canned from Starfleet would lead to like the drug use possibly, and then
No, like,
I mean
that's the problem
that to
I think
me
with this
feels
is-
like
is-
a natural next step, sort of.
Yeah,
but
and I think-
you have to assume is the problem. And I think
Yeah,
we'd
like
like
there's-
to actually see the story.
Yeah, like I think that's you're kind of nailing it on the head there. Is like everything we're seeing. I can get how we got there. Like Seven lost I couldn't get his name right
Wow,
on Voyager.
we're not even on Voyager, and it's still gone now. Icheb.
Icky, call him Icky. You know, she loses Icky, and it turns out she lost him because she was getting scammed by this woman she might have been deeply in love with. So, like, you get it, but we learn it. The way we learn it means it's not as impactful. It's a lot of telling and not showing yet again, and that's the problem.
Yeah, and I think I agree, Caitlin. I think Michelle Hurd is quite good in this role. And I think that I think you can glean what it is, but like part of the other problem for me is I don't know that they've ever addressed alcoholism in the Star Trek universe. And I'm kind of curious what they say of it. Like in some place, well, that's true.
Well, I was going to say, in TOS, because that was written in the 60s when alcoholism was just Tuesday, I mean, him and Doc were slamming him back constantly, but that was normal.
But Scotty leads a functional life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I want to see like AA meetings of the 25th century or I mean, I think I kind of do actually, because it has been said in some versions of Star Trek, like it's been said definitively, you can take a pill and it clears up all the effects of alcohol in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Like in some Star Trek, it's like alcoholism is one of those things we've outgrown. I like that we haven't outgrown it.
I don't. But here's the thing, though.
I want to know more.
If you can take a pill that like gets rid of all the like negative side effects, I feel like that speaks more to alcoholism being a bigger problem than ever.
Yeah,
because you could like drink yourself to being fucking blackout, completely fucked, and then just take a pill.
You know,
I mean,
that's a good point.
I don't know.
You know what I think the disconnect is with Raffi is that she seems to have already gotten her shit back together. Like, we see her with Picard, and she's smoking and drinking and very, very angry. And there's like, now she seems fine. And it's like, if she was still kind of struggling more a little, maybe that would have helped.
She tells Gabe, she's like, I'm clean now. But was Picard an enabler? Because he did bring her a big bottle of wine.
I was going to bring this up. That's very unethical.
Picard's a real son of a bitch in this.
We don't know what she's saying she's clean of.
Yeah.
I assumed it was I assumed that the snakeweed was the problem, because snakeweed sounds like it's probably bad for you.
Of course.
Snake leaf.
Oh, leaf. Oh, sorry, snake leaf. God damn it, well, that's much less cool. But I assumed that snake leaf, like, I assumed it was naughty, since she had to put it in a vaporizer to vape it.
I assume so, yeah.
Okay.
But that's the thing is like, and that's another thing. You do have this thing where with people who are trying to recover, who might say they're clean but really aren't yet, or have only been clean for like a few days, which it seems to be her case.
California sober.
Again, we don't see her struggling. We don't actually know if she's just lying to him or is just being like, I'm clean, but I might not be tomorrow. And I don't think it really does properly come up for her again. Like, it's just, she's fine now. And it's like, well that's cheap.
She's not exactly fine at the end of the episode. She's like isolated herself, crying in her room. And that's like, I would say that for Raffi, it's probably day by day. It's probably good days and bad days.
Yeah, but I feel like they're not treating that with the gravity it deserves in the show.
Absolutely. Like if I like, just based on the end of this, I would have expected some more interesting, subtle character work. I'm like, oh, this is, Raffi really gets them together on the day of this heist. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But then maybe for the next 3 days, she's like crying in bed, inoperable. Like, that's interesting to me.
They could have shown, like, cut to her in the room, like, lighting up some more snake venom or whatever the fuck it was called.
Snake leaf.
or not. I mean, maybe snake venom's the one she kicked.
Yeah. I guess that might explain retroactively why Elnor didn't get an ad, because it does seem like everyone was getting a personalized ad. Because Raffi's was like, evil. Get snaked up or something, and Picard's, like you said, was like, hello, governor, and all that. Like, Agnes's doesn't make sense. But, like, the computer system was just like, it drew a blank, because
this kid wants nothing.
Well, he has no digital footprint for it to exploit. Like, he is immune to the algorithm, and it broke. It should have been...
Yeah.
It should have been the opposite. He should have gotten, like, a bunch at once, just flashing, because it couldn't figure it out.
Right.
It's like
just something for AI. Like
a sex worker eating a Klondike bar while smoking crack.
Yeah, it's like your first day in
on
TikTok
a roulette
or
table.
Something when it's trying to figure out your algorithm. Yeah. Like, do you like this, or this? I don't fucking know.
Give it cats.
Always cats.
It's just a vaguely humanoid-shaped blob holding up a box that says "thing you want."
Yeah, literally one of my notes on my card here is, "Oh, Elnor, what is even the point of you?"
To be pretty.
And then well, I won't talk about the future, but he just
he's done everything he's going to do this season already, and I'm sad.
And I do like the gag. I we've never seen like a man try to be a woman. Like, we've seen women be like try to be male warriors because they won't let women do it. We haven't seen this. This is interesting, but it's not going to be any more interesting than it already has.
Yeah.
So are A500s like, are they like Data or are they like Chat GPT?
Which ones are the like A500s?
Yeah, like I'm not sure how I'm supposed to, because if the synths are like Data, then the synth ban is like a rights crime.
It is.
But if they're like Chat GPT, maybe it's like, well, we'll just suspend these synths until
is that what F8 was?
Figure out. Oh, sorry. The synth ban, all those, we apparently are now in a federation that has like a subclass of A500 androids that are only like for manual labor.
Yeah, I feel
like
are
they're sort of alive.
Yeah, I feel like they're they kind of look like Data, but they're clearly nowhere near as advanced. Like, they're maybe at best B4 level, but B4 was still sentient. So yeah, it's still slavery and a crime, and the Federation should be ashamed.
Okay,
we
but
warned
the
them of
A500s aren't
this.
sentient though.
Is
that
questionable? I would say it's questionable.
Well, if there's anybody that would get into it, it's Maddox. Too bad we can't ask him.
And it's not. I mean, the fact is, like, the Doctor was not supposed to be sentient, but he became sentient. Like, this happens all the time.
Yeah.
That one computer from Discovery became sentient by having an anxiety disorder or whatever it was.
Yes.
That, like, this happened. So they can't not be sentient. They have to be on the verge. I guess this is the gray area stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. And that we the thing is, Star Trek has often addressed that, one of the Federation's greater failings is that it has not come to a clear or good decision when it comes to artificial life. Like every time they make a ruling, it's always an exception for an individual, not a class. So that's how they always get away with it. It's always a bit sneaky and dirty, and we've talked about that. The fact that they're clearly hedging their bets. There is this is a large moral failing that has been in the Federation for a long time now, and they're still not dealing with it right. And
I mean, the one great potential of this show, I think, is it would be a natural place for Picard to sort of bring this to a head, because A, he loves and has dreams about Data. B, he's an ex-Borg, sort of, and given what happens to him later, this is when he sees this, he would see it as an unforgivable mass bigotry against, if Data was still alive, would he have been shut down in the synth ban?
Oh, he'd already
that I don't
probably
know.
He'd already gotten his exception thanks to Bruce Maddox. So
would they have revoked it? I mean, they revoked
what's a synth?
Yeah.
What
how's the Doctor doing? Is he? Yeah. I mean, this is if they would have just. This is good territory to explore. I think
they won't,
which they don't.
Yeah, true. So what we do learn here, which I don't remember how quite all of it ends up fitting together in the end because it seems confusing already. God damn it, is that Bruce Maddox built Daj and Soji.
Yep.
And it's been him all along that got them into the Daystrom Institute and the artifact, respectively, so that they could figure out something about the synth ban, question fucking marks, that he couldn't do himself, question fucking marks. And also, was he the one that plugged into Daj's brain the memories of go see Picard and the mom that says go see Picard?
He did
question marks.
He did mention her mom AI kicking in, so yeah, I guess he programmed her to direct them to Picard if things went pear-shaped.
This is more confusing.
Yeah, I kind of
Why would
forgot
he do that? Why wouldn't it be come home to me, Bruce Maddox, your dad, and Agnes, your sort of mom?
Yeah, I don't know.
Blarg. And I don't remember what we learned, if we're going to learn anything that's going to feel satisfying later, because, now Maddox is dead, so that whole avenue will be left unexplored. And
yeah, I legit forgot that Agnes murked him. I knew he didn't survive, but
fucking
I forgot
how? That's the thing that's been controversial about the show ever since it aired, is why does Agnes... Because, spoilers for the rest of the fucking show, Agnes sees no comeuppance. Son of bitch.
Well, it is offhandedly mentioned that she has to go for a review board that eventually clears her. So I know you guys will feel good about that.
I feel so good about that. Pour me up some chocolate chip fucking cookies.
Yeah. Picard is like ordering chocolate chip cookies and receiving flour, butter, eggs, sugar, chocolate chips, and baking soda.
That have all been replicated.
No, this is like ordering chocolate chip cookies and getting oatmeal fuck me raisin cookies.
I love oatmeal raisin cookies.
No. Oatmeal raisin cookies are delicious, but if you expect chocolate chip and you get oatmeal raisin, it's a real bummer.
I prefer oatmeal raisin to chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, then if it's like getting chocolate chip cookies after you ordered oatmeal raisin.
There it is. Okay, Caitlin found it.
Jeez Louise.
In that case, fuck you.
Okay, actually, it's like thinking you're getting either chocolate chip cookies or raisin cookies, but you get dog shit cookies. That's what it actually is. I didn't order any dog shit
as someone
cookies.
who has picked up a cookie thinking that it was a chocolate chip cookie, taking a big bite out of it and then realizing that it was a dog shit cookie. I don't wish that on anyone.
Who hasn't been there?
Oh,
you know what we don't get this week? Any scenes on the artifact. Did the episode benefit from it, or could we, or was it that much worse because of it?
I don't give. The artifact stuff is so boring to me that
there's also just already too much happening here that it's like, it would have been just another tonal shift. Like, fuck off.
We could have cut all of Elnor's moments.
You don't want to watch Narek fucking Soji and Narek almost fucking his sister and...
Well, no, I want to watch Narek and Soji in my spare time.
I'll be in my bunk.
We did kind of get an answer to why they sent Soji and Daj out, I guess. Or,
but it's a weird answer.
Yeah, but it's a bad answer.
What was the answer?
The answer was Maddox did it.
Well, Maddox did it because he wanted them to find out some kind of secret.
Yeah.
But therefore, he sent them out not telling them to find out the secret. He sent them out with, like, made-up histories and memories and... Well, there's still 5 more episodes for this to make sense, right? Right?
Yeah, but they're Manchurian candidates, so something will activate them, and then they'll know to learn the secret, I guess.
Right,
or
and
have an
there's some kind of
identity
mom
crisis.
AI. Mom AI.
They're having an identity crisis, like this show that can't decide what the fuck it wants to be.
You know what? We all know that we must accept Alex Kurtzman's Star Trek. Even though we were born in, we are basically the children of Rick Berman Star Trek, right?
Oh God, that somehow sounds worse, even though it's technically not.
I know. We may not want to be, but I think this, Kurtzman, I think there's some great streaming Trek out there, but Kurtzman is also the guy who wrote like the first couple of Transformers movies for Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Oof.
And, however, I realized, and I forgot looking this up, the showrunner of season 1 of Picard is actually Michael Chabon, the novelist.
Oh yeah, and he's usually very great.
Yeah, so I think that may go a long way of explaining why like a lot of the concepts are interesting and kind of novelesque, but a lot of the dialogue is just rock stupid.
Yeah.
Like, and then I think Kurtzman, I don't know if he is an auteur. Like, I don't know how much style you can attribute to him. He seems kind of more like a mogul. But, like, I think that a lot of what's going on could be explained by, like, a novelist has his first show-running gig, and it doesn't quite cohere.
Yeah.
And just, like, they have a bunch of promising ideas, and, like, they just let go more and more of them. And, like, we've gone from Ep 1 to Ep 5, and this is just, it's just such a fall-off. It's kind of incredible.
I mean, I will say, like, having now this, of all the streaming Trek I've seen, and I've seen all of Discovery, all of Prodigy, all that is currently available of Academy, the first 2 seasons of Strange New Worlds, 3 episodes of Lower Decks. This is hands down the worst streaming Trek show. And honestly, probably one of the worst Trek shows, full stop.
At this point, at episode 5, I don't know if I would put it as the worst yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking through the whole thing.
Okay, I'm not doing that yet. I'm at where we're at with episode 5, thinking you just opened up a whole bunch of more trap doors on us. Where is this where is this going?
Yeah.
I'm sure at the time I was like, maybe this could still be something.
I think every season of Picard, all 3 of them, like, you don't realize what they've missed quite until it's over. Like, there's this feeling of like, oh, that's the ending? But what about, I wanted more of,
Every season is bad in its own special way.
Right. And they get close. I think I would categorize 2 as kind of good. But 1 and 3, yeah.
No, absolutely
but 1
not.
and 3, well, it's interesting what I feel like there's a lot of people who kind of like Picard, but I've never heard anyone be totally satisfied with Picard. And I would be interested if there's someone out there who really likes all of this. I would be curious because it just like it's just too many cooks or something.
Yeah, that's
Carl, I just want to say that I kind of agree with you about season 2. Like, I don't know if I think that the season itself is very good, but for me, the ending, it makes it worth it, I think. Like, I'm not sure if the whole season is good, but yeah, I got teary-eyed, I admit, so I'm willing to give it a pass, but
Is your great idea talk about season 2 when we get to season 2?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to take season 2
burn.
off, and Carl can replace me.
No,
I'll still do the editing.
There's plenty flaws in season 2 as well. I just sort of think they have a sense of who the characters are, at which they don't really have in either of the other seasons. And as a Minneapolis resident, I'm very happy to see them criticize ICE, because we're all still very angry about that over here.
That's I won't take
Just
that
for
away
the
from
record.
season 2.
Thank
That's a perfectly reasonable criticism to make.
Criticize
Season
ICE
one,
and then that plot line goes
age.
nowhere.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. But season 1, this episode. Does anyone have any final thoughts on this one?
My final question, just because I got lost a little bit at the end, and I want to make sure I got this right, because they literally have like the same prop twice, because there was some like small chip, like poker chip sized MacGuffin that Seven had that she picked up when Rios put it down, and I assumed that was like the transporter toy.
So yeah, there's one thing that's the transporter enhancer, and that's sort of octagonal and solid. But then she has her business
calling
card, which is clear.
And she hands that to Picard as a, give me a call when you need a Fenris Ranger so that I could show up later in the season. Wink, wink, don't you know?
Well, she said, I think she actually said a vigilante, but...
Yeah, for a moment it was like, why are we just handing the same prop all over, like between 5 different people here?
Yeah, no, it is slightly different. It's clear and I think more rectangular.
Well, the props department should feel fucking ashamed of themselves.
You know what bugged me about that scene? There's a moment where 7 of 1 Cooley is like, well, you know what? I'll take 2 of your phasers, Picard. And Picard said, yes, those aren't Picard's phasers. Those are Rios's phasers.
It's true.
Yeah.
His favorite phasers.
He just gave away Rios's shit.
And he's not even paying him double to go to Romulan space. Rios is getting screwed.
Yeah.
By the way, we don't use money, but I guess that's. I guess we forgot about that.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
Okay.
You're never meant to think about it.
You're right. I'll recede.
Well, this sure was an
this episode way more than I thought we would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And thank you for letting me. This has just. I've never seen a more confusing Trek moment to moment. Not like I feel like this is. Like, from a writer's standpoint, this is like therapy or something. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, we go from the goriest, like, most upsetting scene and death of a beloved character to playing dress up to watching Raffi cry in her room to watching Maddox getting killed about cookies. It's tonal whiplash.
And it's just like some of it is almost good. Some of it is almost good? Maybe? I don't know. I'm afraid, you guys.
If this were a different show...
I don't know how to feel about it.
With different scenes and different writers.
Yeah.
And this one was directed by Frakes, too. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I was impressed by the lack of weird gimbal bullshit. Like, I love you, Johnny, but dear God, thank God they didn't let you use them this time.
Yeah, they don't really do that as on Picard as much as on Discovery, where it's a requirement, evidently.
Well, at least when he's directing.
Yeah. I feel like that may have been a Kurtzman thing as well. Like, Kurtzman means, like, lens flares. Like, when I say Kurtzman, I also mean, like, J.J. Abrams. Yeah. You know, Akiva Goldsman, who's, like, he works with Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Like, this is a suspect team.
A little bit.
But it has done, you know, I think Discovery is great. You know, Prodigy is great. I've come around to Lower Decks. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff. But not this.
This just isn't it.
Not this.
So what are we suffering through next week, Caitlin?
Yeah, great stuff or not. We've got lots left.
Ugh.
If you like what you heard and you want to hear more, you can tune in every Thursday when we release new episodes. Next week we'll be talking about episode 6, The Impossible Box, which, isn't that a Futurama episode?
Close.
What is that one called? I don't know. I was thinking of the TARDIS.
Yeah,
it must be a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah, exactly.
It might be a Doctor Who episode from 64 years ago, but...
Yeah.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard shows up, but he's dressed like Tom Baker.
There we go.
That's the Picard I want to see.
And he's still doing the French accent.
Yeah, well, that's all right. They go to France in Tom Baker's first serial, I believe. No, is it France or is it Venice?
Right.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
So it's an impossible cereal box.
Yeah.
Delicious. But yeah, join us every Thursday for new episodes of A Star to Steer Her By. If you can't wait between episodes, you can check us out on Facebook and Tumblr by searching A Star to Steer Her By or going to sshbpodcast.com. We're also on Blue Sky as sshbpodcast.com. And if you do head over to the Tumblr, you can see exciting things like past blogtivities, you can see fan fictions that we have written, you can see articles that we have written, and you can see how our season wraps went. If you want to see, like, if you agree with any of us in terms of best and worst episodes of a season or even a series, all that and more on the Tumblr. Yeah. And of course, our home on the internet, SoundCloud, which I'm assuming you found us here. So you'll find us again. Until next week, this has been Caitlin.
And this has been Jake.
This has been Chris.
This has been Ames.
This has been Carl.
Carl, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Carl.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming, Carl.
Adieu.
Always a treat.
Adieu, adieu to you.
Adieu, adieu. Next week, we'll be talking about episode 6, and I have no idea what the title of it is because...
because you've logged in and out so many times. The
is that
episode's
what
called
it
The
is?
Impossible Box.